Could this be it here? Nope. Not the castle I'm looking for. Oh, I think this is the castle we're looking for. Is it? Maybe not. But I think this one is. Hey there, Bricksters and Lego friends! Well, what do I have? I have the Lego Harry Potter set 75954 Hogwarts Great Hall, and it has 878 pieces. So, this is the new one. Very hard to get recently. It's been on back order for a while, and then it came in. I was able to get one, went back order again, and then I think it went back order a second time, and now it's available again. But anyway, there's a quick overview of what it is. Now, this is just my opinions on this, and strictly my opinions of this during this review. So, anyway, let's start off and just say that the architecture of this set is second to none. It is beautiful. It does have that theme and looks like the castle from Harry Potter. You know, everything is pretty good about it. There is some things I would like to change, and I probably will change, and when I do, I will do an update video on it, because I don't feel it is quite up to snuff or screen accurate. So we'll fix that a little bit. But we must remember this is a playset after all, and it is not like the big Hogwarts castle that is out, or coming out very soon, with the rock walls and everything down below. So, that being said, let's get right into it. I think the design of these things right here, and the side of the roof, the slope of the roof, beautiful. I just love the windows in there, the little micro figure in there for statues. Also, we're going to open the door here if we can. There we go. Kind of tricky. Love the big doors that open into the Great Hall. Now, mind you, the dock that Hagrid is on here for the boat to come into is not really located here. It's down off on the water, down below the cliff, and so that's one thing. There's some little towers on the old Harry Potter castle set. There was 3 little towers came off this right here. They're not on this one. For some reason, they neglected to put them on. Or for cost reasons, I guess, but anyway, that is something I will be adding. Now let's go into the inside of it here. Now up top you can see, we'll start at the top. We have the mirror that you can look into, and of course Harry Potter and his family is up there right now, and then that turns around and there is Dumbledore. Now you can change that out with a couple other mirrored pieces. I'm not sure if that's Cedric Diggory or Harry, and with the cup, and then on the back is Professor Quirrell, and then we have Fox up there, the Phoenix, and we have a spider, a chest with some treasure gems in it, and a little treasure chest with some treasure gems in it for that. So that's pretty cool. And we have a cauldron with some crystals in it, and like the potion lab. Scabbers is up there right now. A broom, and of course the marvelous wandering staircases, the moving staircases that move around in Hogwarts. Now, going over to the Great Hall, the tower put aside, we have the Basilisk, which is, what should I say? I can't say much about it because I don't really like it. The old Basilisk was much better. I'm sure they still had the mold, and I don't know why they didn't use that mold to make the new Basilisk with it, but anyway, that is what it is. Nearly Headless Nick is up here hanging on. Now we also have the 2 banners flying right now, Slytherin and Gryffindor, and if you flip them around we have Ravenclaw, and watch it there, Nick. I'm going to take you off for a second. And we have Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. Like so. Now, One thing I don't like is the candles. The floating candles are kind of up too high for where they should be, and they use a black bar to hold them on. I don't know why they didn't use a translucent bar so you wouldn't see it. Now also, to be screen accurate, if you were looking in through the front, which is here, down this way into the Great Hall, the fireplace is not on the left side, it is over on this wall right here. However, I suppose to get it into the place that they moved it over to the left wall. One other thing, there's 4 houses, each house has a row. There is only 2 rows here, but there is 4 benches, so they're using 1 bench per house. So I guess for the place that value, it is what it is. And of course we have the sorting hat and the head table as well there. Now, in my opinion, I think this should be longer, probably to about there, and it should be raised up another 1 or 2 windows at least to there, and it should be at least a double the width to there to get all the seating in to be more accurate. That's just my opinion, and things will be changed on this one because I will make it a little more accurate to the best of my ability. And to scale, of course. Now, the boat here for the first years, and we have Draco and Ron, and Hedwig is on there. Nearly Headless Nick is kind of hanging out with them right now. We have, in minifigure line, Ginny, Harry, Hermione, Professor what's his name, Professor Quirrell, Professor McGonagall, the Sorting Hat, and Professor Dumbledore. And also on each table there's some food stuff. There's like a pastry puff on this one, a cup of tea and a teapot here, like an ice cream cake or marshmallows or something on this one, and a chicken leg on that one. Now there is a gold cup on the back and back there. I'm not sure if that's like supposedly the Triwizard Cup or not. That I'm not quite sure about. Anyway, let's just move around to the architecture here. I do like the fact that it is modular, so you can put on your pieces of the other castle anywhere you want to put them. Now, one thing I noticed up here, they use full round cones up here, but not in the middle. Now, it would have been nice if they had put another half of round up here just to finish the top off, because they are finished off there. Now, I know it is a playset and this part is open, but this whole part right here should be covered in. It just doesn't look good. That will be a modification I will be making. On the back side of things, the overhanging windows are just fantastic. I love the design of that. That works quite well. Nothing wrong with that there. So, all in all, the Great Hall is a beautiful Lego set. Really like it. Really impressed with it. It was a fun build. Did it over a few nights, and I will say, if you can get it, I think it will be worth some money down the road, as all the other Harry Potter sets in the past have increased in value exponentially, and I think it would be something well worth it. The Harry Potter set 75954, Hogwarts Great Hall, and as it stands in its current buildable position out of the box. Okay, so first minifigure up is Hagrid. New mold for Hagrid, both in the head and in the body. Really impressed by the printing on the body and the head beard piece. He also comes with his umbrella, which is pink, new mold, I believe, and of course a new piece, which is the lantern, and it uses a 1x1x2 round brick in the center, translucent yellow, and that's pretty cool. There's no printing on the back, and he uses the mini legs on this setup for his feet. Once again, that's Hagrid, and it's a pretty cool one. Next up is Nearly Headless Nick. I love this rendition of this character, and it portrays the character pretty darn well, and it also portrays and looks like the actor himself, John Cleese. So I got to say that is a pretty cool, ghostly looking figure that they came up with for this. Now also on the back print of his face, he has a dual printed head, so that is kind of neat in itself. I like that one myself. Now we have Professor Quirrell. Once again, pretty standard black minifig with the printing on it on front and back, and with his wrap on his head. Now also he has dual printing with the Voldemort face on the back. So that is pretty cool as well, because you can have him as one character or you can have him as the other character. Now I did notice that the printing on this Voldemort face on the back just doesn't look level. It looks a bit off, but that's okay. We probably won't even be using that one. We'll probably go with the regular front face like the Professor face. Professor McGonagall. Well, almost to the T from the movie with the green dress and the printing. Beautiful printing on this one. And of course the witch's hat. It is printed on the back as well, so that really is pretty slick. I like that a lot. It also looks like the character from the movie and the face printing, and I'm sure it would make Maggie Smith proud. Dumbledore. Well, great beard, great hairpiece, and great printing on the body once again. The hairpiece is long in the back, and it's combed back, it's split parted in the middle front. There is some printing on the face features so that it blends in with the beard on the side, which is quite lovely indeed. Now also he has the worried look on him. If you decide to change his face around, you can do so. On the back it has the dual printing as well, but you can't really see it all really that much because of the beard that it has underneath it. Next up we have Draco Malfoy. Well, these, I guess you want to say these are all first year students maybe, because they have the short legs on these figures, and all the student figures have the short legs, the mini legs that are not posable. They have no articulation whatsoever, which I find very, very odd, because in the minifigure series that they have released with this, they do have the mini legs that are posable. So you would think that they would have made enough of these posable mini legs for the minifigures to actually put them in the sets with this, because it's all the new Harry Potter released products. But I guess they must have had a backload of these little mini legs for some reason, or they chose to use them because maybe they're cheaper and not as well and cheaper to produce, or they had a backlog, like I said, of them. I don't know. I can't really say. I can't speak for Lego at it, but I think they should have used the articulated legs. I don't like these small legs. I don't know how many people that do like them, but I'd rather see the articulated legs. Now that they are available, they should have used them in this set. And once again, Draco has a dual printing back and front, the worried look, and the kind of sneaky look there. So you can pick whichever one that you want. Now this is Susan Bones. Why they have her in here, I have no idea. I would almost thought it was Ginny Weasley, but it is what it is. I'm going to call her Ginny because Susan Bones, I don't even know the character, and I watched the movies again just recently, and to tell you the truth, I don't know who she is. So I'm going to go with Ginny, even though this minifigure has the Hufflepuff sweater and tie on. So obviously Susan is from the Hufflepuff house. But anyway, we'll call her Ginny because they are using the same hair for Ginny, and it looks pretty much the same. So once again, the short legs, printing on the front and the back. And it is dual printed face once again. So you have the worried look and the happy look. Now one thing I'd like to point out is this is a rubbery hairpiece. So if anybody with rubber allergies, please be careful. So now we have Hermione Granger with her angry face on. She's ready to tackle anybody that she can. And I love the hairpiece on this. This is a truly Hermione hairpiece. And the printing, of course, double-sided on the torso once again, like they all are. Quite nice, actually. And if we pop her hair off, we'll notice that she's even angrier for some reason. She's angry there, really angry, and she's like got the questionable what's going on face on the back side that you can change into. So that's pretty cool. And of course Harry Potter, and he's of course printed dual-sided on the torso with the short legs once again, and of course he has the scared face like he saw a ghost or something like that. Nice hairpiece, messy just like Harry's hair, of course, and he does have the dual printing on the head, and it's got the happy face on this side of him, and like the scared side, or whatever you want to call it, on this side. So that's Harry for you. And last but not least, we have Ronald Weasley. Yes, Ron Weasley here, and he's got like the uh-oh look going on there, and his crazy hair, which is, I believe, another new piece. And of course printed body torso, which is the same that they're using for all the ones. It doesn't have the crest on the front, so it's kind of sad, but it's kind of cool at the same time. Now he also has the dual printed head, and it's the smile on that side and the worried face on that side, so you can really have a lot of playability with these minifigs because they have the different printed faces and heads. Now along with Ron, we have his little rat Scabbers. And we know who Scabbers really is. And Scabbers is the name of the rat, while his real name is Peter Pettigrew or Wormtail, and you know, that's Scabbers. New mold, nice printing of the eyes. The old rat that they used to have was pretty sad, not very detailed at all. So this is a really, really good animal mold that they finally got out. Now this is Fawkes. I can't pronounce it quite right. But anyway, this is Dumbledore's Phoenix. His tail's a little crooked, but we'll just fix that. So there we go. And it stands on like an eyeglass piece. And he stands in the top of the tower, of course. So that is a pretty cool Phoenix, if I must say so myself. It's pretty reminiscent of the actual Phoenix. So now we have the Basilisk, and well, I don't know. I'm just not impressed with this. It's a buildable Basilisk, gray and black, and uses hinge pieces. Of course, it's got the fangs on the front. But honestly, I wish they came out with the mold that they had, and came out with the figure that they had years ago in the other Harry Potter sets, because this one doesn't do it justice. It just looks like they got really lazy and cheap. So that about sums it up for the Basilisk, in my opinion on it, that it's not the greatest. So take it as it comes, but it is part of this set. So let's move on to the next. It's the first year's boat, and of course I have Hedwig at the head of the boat. Comes with a nice little lantern build to put on it. Your standard pirate ship boat. Now they say it does not float. It will not float if you have anything in it due to the weight. However, just by itself, I think it may. The old ones do, but that's with nothing else in them, so. But your standard pirate ship boat that they use for this, for the first years, heading off to Hogwarts. And that about sums up this review. Hope you did enjoy this little overview and review. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. Please, please, please hit that notification bell so you will be notified when other videos become online. Thanks very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys again soon.